What's up, Taurus? Welcome to your August 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements, okay? So, welcome to Leo season. We are in the season collectively of fifth house energy, which is all about our creativity, our self expression, romance, and children. So, this is a really light-hearted, flirty, fun energy. Leo season is very much a social time. It's very much a flirty time. It's a fun season, but I will say for you guys, even though we are kind of collectively in that mix, you guys are experiencing Leo as, fourth house energy, which is more connected to home and your domestic affairs. So, although there might be a lot of stuff going on around you guys this month, a lot of you guys are just going to be like fully content being at home, like with yourself, your food, your animals, and your lover, if that's the case. So there is a lot of this kind of homebody energy coming towards you, especially just paying attention to the matters of the home, the relationships with the people you have in your home, the duties that you may need to tend to in your home, all those sorts of things are the focus. We're also going to be having a full moon in Aquarius this month on the 22nd, which for you guys has a lot to do with your 10th house energy. So that's all about your career, your public image, the authority. It's about the father. It's very much that big adulting energy. So we already had an Aquarius full moon in July, and we're going to be having another one in August, which is rare to have the same sign full moon consecutively. But for you guys, it seems like there's going to be like a coming full circle. So especially for those of you guys who have been working on some major things in terms of your work, wanting to climb up that corporate ladder, there's some good energy that's coming towards you guys in terms of that. And it may even hit you as a surprise. I say that because you've got the Tower card. I'm actually curious to know what this Tower card is about. It does kind of feel like it's like work or money related. Also because you got the King of Pentacles underneath it. King of Pentacles is your energy. He's super motivated, super money connected, super down to earth, a hard worker, a good guy, good lover, good husband, good dad, good. Like it's a good, solid, secure thing. So there may be some shakeups within your foundation, especially like I said, there is a focus on your domestic affairs, on your home life, all of that. This might even be a month where you might need some help from friends or people around you. If you've been having some obstacles, maybe like getting certain things together, organizing, reach out to the people who are around you because that might be of some help. But you do have a tower moment. Now, towers are surprises. They're not always bad surprises, right? It is one of those cards that people usually cringe at when they look at it because, the images aren't always the most inviting. Like back here, there's a barn that's, on fire. But towers come when we basically need redirection. It's like the universe's way of being like, okay, girl, like I know what you're trying to do by going this way, but it's not working for you. So let's just knock this over. Let's start fresh, all of that. And so that's kind of what you guys have going on for you this month. Now, along with you guys dealing with your fourth house energy, Venus right now the first half of August, Venus will be in the fifth house, which again, connected to that Leo energy of like flirty, fun, out there, vivacious, like it's a really good time in terms of love. So if you're in a relationship or things have maybe been stagnant, this is a great time to do something about that. If you are single, this is a great time to mingle. Although again, there is kind of like this back and forth combating feelings of like, I want to do things and I kind of want to be out there, but like I got food at home. Like I got wine at home. I'll just be at home and like catch up on my shows type thing. So yes, that's what is provided to you in the first half of this month. But then it ends up going, Venus ends up going into your sixth house of routine and duty and work and health on the 16th of this month, I believe. Let's see. 16th. On the 16th of this month. So that's really cool in terms of like you guys putting a lot of your your heart into the things that you're doing. It also might be important for you guys to maybe change up something within your daily routine or to implement something within your daily routine. I would say implementing things within your daily routine. You know, sometimes when you're trying to make a change, especially, it's easier to add something than take away, or at least from your perspective. Like, example, let's say if I'm trying to cut out my drinking soda, instead of like me telling myself, oh, girl, you can't have this soda, what I actually tell myself is, oh, I just need to drink more water. So for me, like putting in a perspective of like adding in a good habit rather than trying to take away a bad one ends up, for me personally at least, making these changes easier. You know what I'm saying? So instead of like feeling like, oh, I'm depriving myself of something I really want, it's like, no, I'm not. I can have soda if I want to, but I'm just really focusing on drinking water. So after I've drinking my water, if I feel like I still want some soda, then I'll have some soda. But then you don't, because you're already full off the water type thing. Feel me? So something like that. Okay, so along with that, Mars and Mercury will both be in your 5th house. Mars is going to be in Virgo. Mercury is going to be in Virgo. Now, with Mars being in Virgo, we're all going to be super motivated, super wanting to work. We're going to be very, very driven. Work might even get a little crazy in terms of being busy. Everyone's just on the go, wanting to do things, wanting to make things happen, taking action, being very direct, which is cool. Now, in terms of Mercury being in Virgo, that can get a little iffy just because Mercury is about our thoughts, our communications, right? It is the planet of communication. Now, Virgo is, yes, if you know a Virgo person, they're very intelligent. They know a lot about a lot. There's so many good qualities about them, but on the hard side, Virgos can be very like persnickety and like very nitpicky, because Virgo is very much attached to this ideal of perfection that nobody's ever going to be able to live up to. You know what I mean? So in terms of like our communication styles and going into that Virgo energy, things can get a little bit abrasive in terms, or at least feel abrasive in terms of the way that you feel people are talking to you. Also, even the way that you're talking to yourself. Now, you do have a Queen of Swords here too, so just be mindful of that. Things can feel a little bit more, you can feel a little bit more sensitive and easily get offended at this time, because it can just feel like there's people on your back, even though their intentions are good. It comes from a good place, but it don't feel good. It's like what they say, honey, everything, it might hurt a little, but it's going to be good for you. It's kind of that energy. So you'll find too, going back to that 4th house energy, that there may be people or things that you find yourself wanting to separate yourself from, just because taking their opinion on with whatever else you've got going on, it just feels like too much, Now, you guys start off here with, if I can get it, King of Cups, 4 of Cups, Queen of Swords. Okay, King of Cups is, he's sweet, he's kind, he's patient, he makes, a great ear. He, is someone who usually knows how to ride the emotional wave. Like on a flip, a King of Cup person can be quite difficult because they could be someone who kind of manipulates or uses emotions to kind of get their way on things. But in a good sense, like King of Cups is very emotionally intelligent. Like they're very kind-hearted. Again, this would be like that kind of that homebody energy. Like they'll take care of their family and stuff, but they like King of Cups energy. They just want to chill. They're just trying to be at home. They're just trying to be on their boat. They're just trying to do the things that they want to do. For some of you guys, though, this feels like romance type situation, or like someone coming in for you. You got a Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. Ooh, yep. I told you it felt like romance. Okay, so you got 2 of Cups here. Okay. Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. It can be frustrating because it is so slow. However, it's sturdy, it's stable, it's for real, it's something you can count on, it's something you can build on, right? This is someone who's done the work, they've done the research. This is someone who, like, you know, if you're taking a trip, they're the planner, they're the things. Now you've got this Knight of Pentacles running into this King of Cups. So it's almost feels like maybe some of you guys, especially if you're single, maybe you've been approaching people, been trying to kind of date, take things slowly. Although if that is the case, I don't know that you're quite excited about the options that are in front of you, right? Four of Cups is about being dissatisfied with something. It's about, you know, like just not like someone's trying to offer you a drink and you're just like, no, I don't want that. It can also indicate that there's something that you've had enough of. If you look at Homegirl in this card, right? It looks like they're like at New Year's or like celebrating a wedding or something, right? Everyone's in celebration mode except for her. And it looks like someone's still trying to offer her another drink, but honestly, she looks drunk and like she's like seconds from throwing up, right? So it can indicate you having enough of something, but then it also can point out the part or the areas in which we're maybe being unreasonable and unfair and could be being a little bit bratty, right? Four of Cups, whether the things that are in front of you are the things that you want or not, it really is a good idea to like look around you and be like, you know what, but I'm so grateful for what I do have. It is a moment to stop and show gratitude regardless. So even if things aren't seemingly going the way that you want them to right now, remembering exactly where you are and looking around at what you have and being grateful for that still, because the way that you bring more of that to you is by being grateful in the moment, right? Now you've got a Knight of Swords and you've got a Hierophant card that came out together. Hierophant, as you know, is your energy. Knight of Swords is an extremely aggressive energy, actually. This might be something from the past that comes up trying to revisit you. Hate to say it, especially if you've been dealing with an air sign individual, but I don't really see it being a problem going forward. And then like you have death here. I just think it's kind of the end of something. Some of you guys, and I hate to say it, might be having some marital issues. That might be something that we're revisiting this month, right? Now, Knight of Swords is a very, you know, this is a smart person. This is someone who's very intellectually capable. It's air sign energy, but this is also someone who always puts their foot in their mouth or says things that are unkind, you know, because they're in their feelings for one moment or whatever it is. We talk about the Hierophant card. This is about tribe. Okay, so if it's connected to spirituality, then of course, you know, we've got the Pope here or whatever. It's a very spiritual card, but in a general sense, it has a lot to do with where you belong, where you want to be, right? And there's a lot of evaluating of a situation to let you know where you want to be. It does feel like someone might come back from the past, though, and there might be some conversations that need to be had in terms of that. Let me look at this Queen of Swords. Now, Queen of Swords, she's gained all her wisdom through living her life, right? She's had her heart broken a million times. She's gone through every possible horrible outcome you can think of. She is smart because she's lived a lot and she's experienced a lot. And because of that, she's very set on her boundaries. She's very direct about what she wants, what she expects. And Two of Cups here. You know what's interesting is in this deck, this Queen of Swords, first of all, she's holding her sword down. In the original depiction, she's wielding it up, like ready to be like, yo, what's up, right? But it's almost like in this card, you see her letting her guard down when we got the Two of Cups. So again, there could be somebody that comes into your life, especially, I mean, we've got a lot of water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be someone who comes into your life that like it maybe makes you put your guard down a little bit, because we got Two of Cups, there's real connection here. It's very, you know, there's reciprocity here, there's respect here, there's attraction. It really is the makings of like a beautiful soulmate relationship. And you see how this Queen of Swords is very much putting her kind of, and look, her shoulders are out. It's like she's being more vulnerable in this deck, which I actually kind of like. There's someone coming to you, Taurus. For you singles, I just don't know. I just don't know how you feel about it. And I guess I don't know how you feel about it because it looks like through the cards, you don't know how you feel about it. There is kind of like this sense that you guys are kind of on guard, right? And kind of just, you might be dismissing something before you give it a real chance. So that's something I would definitely consider, especially for you singles who have been, maybe wanting a relationship. Especially if this person in some way is different, feels different, looks different, acts different than what you're used to. It might require just a second look, to be fair, okay? Now, you've got the Temperance card, the Eight of Cups, and the Lovers. Okay, now, Temperance is in your environment. Now, whenever we have Temperance card, this really, to me, talks about being divinely guided, right? This is very much like the feeling that someone's watching over you. Like, even look at this family, they're baking, right? And they've got on the fridge, baby girl drew a picture of an angel. And look how it's like standing over them. It's watching over them. So this is about divine guidance. This is knowing that you also don't have control of certain situations, right? Like certain things are fated and certain things are, come down to our own free will. But we can't control everything. What we can control is how we respond to things. A lot of times with Temperance, it is about going with the flow. It is about like the healing and the hope and all the faith and everything that comes with that. But a lot of times Temperance shows the things that, how do I say this? The things you're blessed about that didn't happen, if that makes sense. Example. Ooh, I gotta go to work. And I always go, I always take the 5 to go to work or something. Let's say for whatever reason this day I didn't. And then you look back on your news later and there was like a huge 5-car pileup, something like that. Or let's say you missed your opportunity or what seemed like a missed opportunity to do something or go somewhere or do something. And then you find out that, oh, there was some crazy shit that was happening. Oh, you're so lucky you didn't go. There was a shooting. There was an earthquake. It's something like that. It's almost like goes back to the ways that you are. Stop. Temperance. Sorry. It almost goes back to the ways that you're protected and you don't even realize in the moment. You know what I mean? And even leading with that mentality just in all things might be really helpful for you guys. Sometimes when things that I want, like really want, don't work out for me, I've literally just kind of gotten the habit of being like, oh, it's okay, girl. God was protecting you from something. Like, if it's a guy you like, oh, whatever. He wasn't shit and God knew, but you didn't, that like whatever it is. But it does show up in many times that way because it does show like this guidance, this kind of protection that you guys have. Some of you guys might have people who've passed on who are very much watching over you and guiding you. You don't even know it. Some of you guys also, I want to say, are really going to be connecting to a Sagittarius. You got Sagittarius energy twice. So there might be a Sag that's important to you. There might be a Sag that's been on your mind or you've been on theirs. But again, there's things coming to you, especially in terms of love, but it's taking its time. It's taking its time, divine timing, and understand that whatever situations you do not find yourself in, maybe that you want right now, it's because it's saving you for what you really do want, what really will work. Now, 8 of Cups is being clarified by 10 of Cups. It's very interesting because 8 of Cups energy is very much about like needing to emotionally separate from something, right? Needing to emotionally separate from something, something that you've tried and worked on, something that you maybe have spent a lot of time on, given a lot of emotion to. 8 Cups, that's you've spent some time doing this thing. Now, in this picture, you've got this girl who's moving and she's like all red in the face. She's been crying about it. She's got a glass of wine to soothe type thing. There may be some things, and especially in terms of like if you are single, there may be some things of the past situations, experience that's happened to you guys maybe even a specific person that needs to be let go of if you want to achieve this 10 of Cups energy, right? It's like there's a sacrifice. Like, yeah, when you drop this, when you let this thing go emotionally, when you let go of the fact that Chris broke your heart 2 years ago because he lied to you, and understand that everybody else isn't going to be that way, then you can have this, that type of thing. There's almost like this step. Oh my God. And look, in the right now at the bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. So 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So it's like the missing key is your own happiness. If you are someone who feels like, oh, I'd be happier if I had that partnership, or I had that thing, or that person, or that whatever, that's part of the holdup of why it's not coming to you. You have to decide to be happy now. Now, I'm cool with Tauruses, and I feel like, well, I love my Taurus friends. I don't feel like this is this isn't an issue that I feel like is generally like, oh, that's so Taurus, but it makes a whole lot of sense, especially in terms of relationship. But look, it's like the second you do that, right? Once you really, really feel this place of happiness with yourself, because all relationships really are, it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship with someone else, all they really are is a reflection of your relationship to yourself, right? So get cracking on the relationship with yourself and putting that in a really good place. If it's something that needs some touching up, and of course this is not for everybody, but as you do that, then that's where we can achieve the Lovers, that Gemini energy. And the Lovers is originally called the choice. So the choice is yours. You guys might have a few choices coming towards you, actually. A few options. Now we do have that Queen of Swords energy, which is, air energy. So could be Gemini, definitely, with this Lovers card. I'm feeling water coming up and through. I'm feeling Temperance, Sagittarius energy coming up through. Ooh, okay. Well, shit. Bottom of the deck right now is King of Swords. So yeah, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Four of Wands is foundation setting. It's about taking that pause to celebrate what's been going on. This usually indicates some type of huge achievement. This could be moving into a new home. This could be marriage, right? But these people are happy, they're celebrating, and it's kind of like the doors have opened for them. It's the 1111 card. So this is about doors opening, knowing that you're on the right path, you're in the right direction. Again, self-love for you guys. And not in the, oh, well, I got a pedicure, so I love myself way. No, like real self-love to get the things that you want. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups, soulmate energy. They're just like, and it's small. It's little tweaks within you, or how you view relationships, or how you view yourself in relationships for some of you guys, where you're getting a little bit hung up on. I will say though, this connection that it feels like some of you guys are getting, it feels like it's coming out of nowhere. It really kind of feels like it's left field, because I think some of you are kind of getting to the point where it's like, well, never mind, like just fuck it. I guess this just isn't for me, but there's something for you, honey. Now you got obstacles and blocks are lifted. It says all your good personal work and your positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles, and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement with your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Going back to this 4 of Cups card, it's very important that no matter what you guys are going through this month, no matter what you feel like you don't have, you acknowledge the things that you do have. And again, this could be in the essence of like you're with people, we're having a good time, you're around couples, and then you start to feel like, damn, I want a man type thing. Totally could be. But if you stay centered in gratitude, that's how you attract the things that you want. And then you guys got very, very soon. So it says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Clearly decide. She's clear. She's crystal clear. You know where you stand with Miss Queen of Swords at all times. And it looks like this is a time, especially I'd say towards the end of the month, really going more into Virgo season. So maybe still August, but It feels like this is more going to be like a Virgo situation, which I'm actually really curious. And I say that too because when we go into Virgo season, that'll be your 5th house. So you'll have that romance all over the place, like just really working for you. But get clear on what it is that you really want so you can really, really have it, and be happy with where you really, really are. And, you know, have that gratitude every day so that it comes to you faster. Okay. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. Go to my About tab, look at the menu of services and pricing before you email me. And then if you want to do a live reading, you can schedule that yourself. There is a link that you can click on and handle it. Okay. I love you guys, and I hope that this was helpful. Bye, Taurus.